Yes, sir. All right, guys. I am A-Way. This is A-Way the Shed. Today we got Smooth Ent.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Take us back, y'all. What was it like growing up? Where were y'all and everything like that?
I start off, man. Growing up, I grew up in Chicago. North side, northwest side, most of my life. West side, family moved all around the city, out south and all of that. And then I moved to Fort Wayne, Indiana, around the age of 13.
I go shit. I'm Grit City shit. I'm from Fort Wayne, east side of Fort Wayne shit. Fort Wayne representing shit. Been here shit doing music since a little one. Since before I can remember for real.
Yo, it's Sergio Rico from Fort Wayne. Been here all my life. Born and raised. Every part of the city I done touched.
For sure. I'm Young GA. I'm from Georgia, man. Savannah to be exact. Grew up there. I came to Fort Wayne. I've been here a decade though, you know what I mean? So, that's what it is.
Yeah. What type of person were you growing up? Were you always outside running around, playing sport? What kind of character were you guys growing up?
It took me to be grown to figure out that I was the young little badass kids of the neighborhood for real. The ones everybody talk about, stay away from them. So, definitely was just out here living.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. Just, normal childhood, I guess you could say, growing up in the trenches, in the hood, whatever you want to call it, you feel me? But yeah, the regular, you know what I mean? Fights, running around, being bad, going through the ups and downs and seeing a whole lot, you feel me? And that's pretty much where it all came from.
Yes, sir.
Rico.
Oh yeah, just shit how me and him met. We've been balling in the streets all day, all night, just always stay active,
Very athletic.
trying to stay out the way as much as we can, but still fighting, ups and downs here and there. But that's it, but just Fort Wayne all the way.
Yeah,
all the way.
And, my childhood, it was country, it was something different, you know what I mean? It was something totally different, it was a real different experience, from that I'm around. But, athletics, sports, rapping, a lot of music, a lot of soul, a lot of all of the wrong, right things you did.
Mm-hmm. For those that didn't live, in Fort Wayne originally, what's the biggest shock for you coming to Fort Wayne? And then those who live in Fort Wayne, what is the culture of Fort Wayne?
Fort Wayne is a lot of love and a lot of hate. They love to hate you, Fort Wayne. But we always come with a togetherness at the end of the day. But it's a lot of little nothings to do around here. But it's always something to do around here. As I said, Fort Wayne could definitely get bigger. In the future, it's going to be bigger. And we definitely try to put Fort Wayne on the map. And then definitely just show everybody what Fort Wayne can be.
For sure.
Right. I think it's definitely one of them situations to where, you get what you put out. You know what I mean? It is what you make it. So, you create your own opportunity. And that's what we try to do for real.
Pretty much, no doubt.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell, you know what I mean?
I need you to repeat the question again.
I got you. What was the difference in culture-wise from where you were originally born to Fort Wayne?
I'm gonna say, I don't know, man. It's like Fort Wayne, especially around the time I moved around here, it was more or less like country. It wasn't it's still like sidewalks everywhere right now. The alleys, just different way of living. The way people actually do things. This, how slow it is compared to other cities. It's a lot of differences, but it is more of a place to actually raise a child, you know what I mean, and be a little more well off, and it's a little more homely. You feel me? Yeah. But the biggest difference is definitely just the way of living.
For sure, for me, coming from so far south, it was like, okay, it was a little faster, but then in certain aspects slower, you know what I mean? Like, and particularly, like violence, like where I come from, violence it's going about different. And then Fort Wayne, the way things transpire is just like it ain't, you ain't gotta think too hard about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's right in your face.
Explain that a little bit more. So you said they go about it a different way. Is it more prevalent here, or is it more prevalent where you're from? Is that what you're saying? Like, it's when it's out in your face? Can you?
I think it's more prevalent where I'm from, but I think it's less harder to figure out in Fort Wayne. But it's still in both places. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like in Fort Wayne, it's like, you know, it is what it is. You know, you really ain't got to put too much together. As in other places, you know, it'd be a little deeper, a little more. You know what I mean? A little more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You can raise a family in Fort Wayne. You can retire in Fort Wayne.
Hell yeah.
After you go through the nitty gritty, coming from Chicago, coming from Savannah. You know what I mean?
it's definitely that. You know what I mean? Like
compared.
it give you a sense.
It's
of
still hard around here.
calm
It's still
down.
real,
Like,
but it's definitely a little slower, but it's a cool pace.
Cause and I can piggyback off of that for real. Just off of I done been around, you know what I mean, cities around the country, living in, you know, Louisiana and just being everywhere, you know what I mean? So what I can say, in my own opinion, just from being all around and just, you know, adding all those factors to it, this is probably the grimiest city I've been
for
in.
sure.
Like grime, you know, it's a different type of grime, bro. It's different
Right.
here.
They
It's
love
like,
to hate. They
sure.
love to hate
you know,
around here.
it's like how what they say back door now. It's almost kind of like that. I ain't gonna say it's fully like everybody just own that,
no.
but I can say that it's a lot more grime going on here for whatever reason. I can't say, you know.
Okay, we'll touch on that here in a second. Going back to, you said, let's say high school, college. What was going on in you guys' life at this point? Were you focusing on music? Then you guys go to college, kids? What was going on in your life?
I'm a high school dropout. Snyder High School, class of '05. Shout out, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, they just won it.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than that, I got out early and started making money. That's it.
Was there a reason? You just money? You just knew you needed money? Or?
I was too fast thinking for school. I ain't gonna lie. I was always thinking. I always learned how to make money at an early age. Not even illegal, just other ways to
Right.
make money. And school kind of held me back. But that ain't for everybody. I suggest all kids stay in school, graduate, do all that. But it just wasn't for me. And I got out early and started working early. And you know, that's pretty much how I did everything. But it wasn't because like I had to or anything. It was just a better option. Like there was like my first year leaving school, I made more money than most of the teachers on just a regular working salary. And after that, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's it. And then I just been with my guys ever since, doing our thing, having fun, living life, repping Fort Wayne.
That's what's up.
For me, you know, like high school, I graduated, you know. I didn't do too bad. It wasn't too shabby, you know what I mean? I was really involved in a lot of sports and a lot of social things around the community, making music since then as well. I was a part of a group back then where I'm from. You know, shout out to MMP. You know, they're still going hard, but school was everything. Sports was everything. You know, you had to be one of them guys. You know what I mean? So before we played the other way, we played that way first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could say the same. I was heavily into sports in high school, but I wasn't on any high school teams.
AAU?
AAU had just started around this time, you know what I mean? And not to include, I was everywhere, you know, people knew me. I was on the courts and all that. So I was, you know, well known on the court side. And I did, you know, we definitely did a lot of things on the AAU circuits all around, you know, Midwest, I should say. We had a lot going on with the sports, but I kind of like, I guess one of the reasons, I kind of blame my support system on not being into the school sports too heavily. But that's here nor there, you know what I mean? That's maybe just a blaming mechanism. But yeah, sports heavy. I did end up graduating, and yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Graduated from Snyder High School after coming back from Louisiana and all that. So, yeah, no doubt.
I did the sports thing too. Basketball for Northside, 06. Shoot, I did the music thing too. I've been on that since middle school, so I've definitely been out here with the music too. Like I said, you can check back and find some of my old stuff. Did the college thing too, but I felt like, shoot, being young and at that age, you know, it was hard to transition from that type of lifestyle and try to take it, you know what I mean, to another situation. So didn't go too far with the college thing, but yeah, everybody I feel like did the sports and, you know.
said, back to you guys, let's talk about support growing up. Did you guys have support, like, in your decision, to like major decisions you guys were talking about? Did you guys have support behind those decisions from your parents when you said?
I say I did for the most part, you know what I mean? But I also understand, you know, bills got to be paid, you know what I mean? So
sure.
that time and all of that. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Maybe, I just feel like maybe at the time I needed certain support from people maybe who mattered a little more than everybody else telling me I'm raw, I'm the best they done hoop with, you know, football, this and that. Other than those people, everybody just needed, you know, some other people. Not to include, we were in Fort Wayne at this time. And my pops obviously wasn't here, you know, him and my mom wasn't together. She was married to someone else who was supportive, you know what I mean? He showed me how to be like a man, you know, how to grow up working, you know, different things like that not every male figure is going to show you. You know, I had a lot of positive role models, not saying they were doing the most positive things, you know what I mean? But that's rather here nor there, you feel me? But yeah, the support, I had support, but it was more like the necessity support as opposed to, hey, you know what I mean? Let me know, hey, let me know you like this move I just did on Buddy. You know what I mean? Something like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's like that with me.
Well, you know, the support thing is it's a funny thing because perception's everything, right? So, you know, like, I gotta say, yeah, I had support because, you know, when I think back, when you look back, all my people was there, you know what I mean? They might not have been the games and stuff like that, but they was there, you know, as far as life, you know what I mean? And that's what really mattered. So you can't really complain how they was there, as long as they was there, you know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, you know, I think for these stories that you hear in these records, you know, something transpired to where maybe it wasn't picture perfect. It wasn't ideal for each and every one of us, you know what I'm saying? And I'm no different. So it's like, yeah, although I say I had support, maybe did I have the right support or support for what you're trying to build? Because, you know, if you're trying to go different places, you need different type of support. So, yeah, definitely had support. Shout out my people that was there, but, you know, we all got to take accountability on what kind of support you gave us, too. You know what I mean? So it's like that, yeah.
Shout out my mom. That's about it. Other than that, these people right here, that's who's been there with me. Through, you know what I mean? Through thick and thin. That's other than that, the support that I wanted, I mean, is it hardly ever there for any of us? Is there when we need it? Hey, that's it. Other than that, I just had a motivation. You know what I mean? Saw my mom work hard, get money. My dad was a hard worker. They weren't together, but they did their thing. So they both still alive. So hey, all other than that, I'm grown. I just, my mom, she supported me on a more mature way, as in mentally, showed me how to get money, make money, and that was a positive impact for me. And then she was a woman, you know, she didn't take nothing from nobody, but she still moved around. My dad was just a worker, you know, he just worked. That's it. That's a little bit of me, you know what I mean? I got most of my intellectual, you know, probably from my mother. She showed me a lot, you know what I mean? And she used to travel a lot. That was real nice. So I got to see stuff at an early age before the internet. Got to see how other cities live very similar, but at the same time very different. So, you know, like some people just need to get out for a while. I've been all over. I said, my man D, he just came back from Egypt not too long ago. You know, it's like we international.
Bologna sandwiches.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we've been from bologna sandwiches to Dubai. And you know, lobsters and steaks. So, you know, it was nice.
But in your decision to go ahead and go get a, she was behind that.
Oh yeah, like I said, she like I said, she showed me so much. The confidence behind it wasn't too bad. Like, oh no, you're not gonna finish school. You're not gonna make none of. Well, you're making something of yourself, and you didn't finish school. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Until it show otherwise, why not? You know what I mean? So it was like there could have been other support there for the educational part, but at the end of the day, you got to go to school just to go work for somebody. So as long as you can do that, you should be cool. The rest is on you.
Hell yeah.
So she did support me that much.
Shoot, me, I feel like I had support as far as, you know what I mean, having a place to lay my head and clothes and all that, but I did a lot of leading by example as far as going after my music dreams and sports or anything. That definitely played a major part for me. You know, I feel like I had to constantly make people believers and stuff, and that's what I feel like the support that everybody talking about. Like, when you out here trying to be a pioneer and create your own lane, you know, it's a lot of convincing you got to do for other people. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes that shit gets so repetitive that, you know, for us, it start to be like, dang, you know, are y'all either, you know what I mean, is you with me or what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, I think, you know what I mean, you got to be your own biggest fan a lot of times in this situation.
100%.
Shoot, yeah. As far as support, I mean, I don't think we'll ever get the support we're looking for until, you know what I mean, everybody want to see you, you know, see you be a superstar first, and then they want to jump on your bandwagon.
And I was gonna say another thing, like just speaking on support. I was gonna say while Jay was speaking that support comes from experience a lot of times. So a lot of people find it hard to support what they don't know.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just what they don't know, bro. So it's like if you never hooped, your whole family never hooped, nobody hooped, and you hooping now, you know what I mean, doing your thing on the court, they ain't gonna know how to look like, oh yeah, man, I heard you did your thing. Good job.
Good job.
And that's real love and support to
And
them.
that's
You feel me?
real love, right?
So it's like,
good as
kids, it's hard. Your mind is more mashed. You got a young mind, and kids don't even understand what that means until they grow up and get to our age. Is like, damn, I see what they meant now. Because you don't understand what somebody doing for you until you like, this what they was doing.
Perceptions,
and,
everything.
you know what I mean? Perception. So
Everything.
that's why I say, support is definitely almost built off of experience, bro. Unless somebody can just be that empathetic to really feel you, and not many people are. You know what I mean?
Bring us up to date in your guys' lives to now, from that point on after high school. What's changed? What's going on in your personal lives? When did you guys meet?
We ain't no little boys, first of all, you know what I mean? So I know this is a young man's sport, but we are young in our own way, so it's been a minute since then, you know what I mean? But we on this grind, we formulated, we together, you know, we're moving, we at our own pace, you know what I'm saying? You know, we all fathers, we all parents, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? And I can say everybody here, you know, honor that. You know, we men first. You know, I think it get twisted in this game a lot, you know, they just see artists and, you know, all the game and the music, but we parents, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here leading by example. Everybody got real things going on, you know what I mean? So that's what it is as far as me, you know, I'm a parent. If I ain't making music, I'm being a parent. I'm doing what parents do. Straight up.
Pretty much.
I think something that's different for me is the questions that, you know what I mean, pertain to my situation. Instead of asking or waiting on when to figure out how to do something, now it's like, shit, I'm gonna do this now. You know what I mean? Just off of knowledge and experience, like he was saying, knowing what I know now, I just move differently, you know? Instead of waiting on things to happen or hoping somebody help me make something happen, I'm just determined to make myself my own motherfucking magician shit. I'm the one who gonna make it happen. So
you gotta stay pushed. You gotta stay working.
I think it's my attitude for real to be that, and nothing else.
You gotta find them angles, no doubt.
Go ahead, man. I'm on, who knows, I done did all kind of things since high school. I done operate all kind of businesses. Shout out to Nino's Bar and Grill, shout out to the candy store, shout out to Nino's Drywall. We all done bossed up at some point leading up to here. A lot of this is just pretty much letting people get to hear our stories of a lot of stuff we done touched and future stuff we plan on touching. You know, so that's the reason why a lot of music, definitely when it comes to what led me up to this music part of my life, that's what it came to. I'm with a bunch of people, you know, similar-minded people who wants to express and share these stories of stuff we done touched to where we done had our ups and downs. We done seen the good times, bad times, and just all around. And that's what we plan. And also, it ain't too much of this new music. We keeping a genuine style, how we come. And so I said, so when you do hear us and do see us, you're gonna be like, okay, it ain't too much rah-rah, but we can get rah-rah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But keep it basic, simple. Let people know that real's still around.
Absolutely.
That's who we are and stuff at the end of the day.
But yeah, definitely, it came a long way since high school, man. A lot of bumps in the road, a whole lot of brick walls in the road, you know what I mean? And just obstacles, and you know, in general, just, you know, pretty much the same thing anybody else might go through. Maybe more or less, you know what I mean? Give or take, but I just know that we overcame a lot and we still pushing, you know what I mean? We keep striving. And that's all that really matters, you know what I mean? Can't nobody really stop us, you know what I mean? Especially once we got our force going, you know what I mean? And that's just what we're trying to build on, man. Just know that the things we're doing, because we're into a whole lot of positive right now. And just to say, like I said, from high school to here, me and him met, you know what I mean? We met in some rough times, you feel me? This was 10 plus years ago. Met in some rough times.
Right.
And we hear him. And in between that time, me and him ended up creating Smooth Ent together, you know what I mean? So, you know, we definitely been through a lot, just from getting the equipment, from me starting to record just because we ain't had nobody else to record for us, bro. And I knew a little knowledge from my younger days, you know, being in the studio with cousins and recording songs, performing, you know, 14, 15. And this in Louisiana, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had a little bit of that knowledge, and he was rapping. So I'm like, hey, we finna get it cracking. And I pulled my homies, you know, Sergio Rico in.
We've known each other since 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, and a little bit before this time is when I met City. You know what I mean? I met City at a job, you know what I mean? Like I said, we always into something, you know what I mean? We always trying to get to the dollar, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And working ain't never been something that we ain't willing to do. And like I said, from then to now, I'm in the real estate business. I'm a realtor, you know what I mean? Indiana realtor, you know.
Big
so
shout out
to that.
Big shout out.
Caldwell
You
Banker,
need a house, I'll let him.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, you know, a little bit. We just pushing P, which is peace, bro. You know what I mean? Connecting, bro. Trying to build networks.
Positivity.
And the thing is with us, you know what I mean? We Smooth Ent, but we also Artists Anonymous Global, you know what I mean?
Man,
Which
she-
is something Man
she
City
will lead
created,
that.
not too long ago. But we all obviously involved in all of this, you know? So, and with this demo, just as well as Smooth Ent, it's about that spider web, man, which is a network, but it's more of a realistic network, because not everybody is going to know everybody. But if you get into our web, we might know this person over here who can help you do something. So now you on our web up here, they all the way over here, but now we sending that frequency over to them like, hey, now y'all can connect easier. That spider going to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So let's make it happen. And that's just our ideology with that, man. So with it all, bro, we just trying to build connections, help people, you know what I mean? Which is also helping us, you know what I mean? We're just trying to help everybody we can, bro, because it's forms of art to everything. And, you know, that's a major thing we pushing. But yeah, man, from high school to here, bro, a lot. And we still pushing, bro. We almost seem like we just beginning, bro, but we got a lot in store, bro.
If anything, we can tell you what we haven't done. Like, we ain't been to the moon. We ain't climbed Mount Everest. That's about it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
You guys said you're pushing peace. I know you guys see the negativity on social media of the whole male versus female thing. What do you think is the cause of that? Is it just people need something to talk about?
Definitely. Controversy, man. Everybody want to throw something in there to keep people talking and keep their name buzzing. I feel like, you know, definitely with this music, me personally, you know, the way I come about my music, like I say, I gotta live through some stuff before I can come up with a CD. I'm not just gonna hit the studio and listen to a beat and just throw anything to it. It gotta really mean something to me. So I'm like, you know what I mean? Shoot, before I do anything, you know what I mean? Gotta have some type of basis or some type of substance to it, you know what I mean? A lot of people out here just saying the dumbest shit on songs and shit just to have motherfuckers talk about it. Like, man, you make yourself seem real retarded and watered down. Like, I want to hear some good music. You know what I mean? People do want to hear good music, so.
Yeah, we still stand on a lot of ethics and morals and, you know, things that's not really popular right now, you know what I mean?
We're not attention seeking.